Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to the Special Zone. Today, we're taking a look at the Sonic Frontiers world premiere gameplay trailer from IGN. Now, I'm going to be straightforward and honest with you. Uh, this is okay. This channel started as a Sonic channel, so I like to try to keep Sonic somewhat relevant to the channel where I can. I mean, he's on the fucking banner. Um, so I want to check out the updates in the news when it comes to some of Sonic's newest stuff. And Frontiers is the next big mainline Sonic game. So, when news and information comes out that's like big and substantial, I want to at least try to react to it or cover it on the channel. Um, in terms of Frontiers, I want to I want to explain what my expectations are. They are relatively low. I hope the game is good, but I'm gonna be honest with you, like I've been burned too many times with this franchise. So I'm going into this thinking this is going to look mediocre at best. I'm not expecting multiple playable characters or anything like that. I'm not expecting, you know, a true open world style like Breath of the Wild or anything. I'm just expecting something that is mediocre to good. Essentially, something on the same level as Sonic Forces. That level of competency is what I'm expecting from this game. Unless this trailer shows me otherwise, that's what I'm expecting. So, without further ado, let's actually jump into the trailer. I guess this is IGN's gameplay analysis of the trailer. So let's see what they're talking about. It's 7 minutes long, shouldn't be too bad. Let's jump in. Okay, we've seen this trailer. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Thank you for the introduction, IGN guy. Okay, let's see what the gameplay looks like. Come on, let's do it. Okay. First impressions is like the shading and shadowing looks nice. Okay. You know, you know what my immediate thought is when looking at this is this looks like someone's Unreal Engine fan project. I don't know. Well, I guess the textures do look a whole lot better. Um, I liked the wall running, although it looks like it's specific to only certain walls. Okay, we've got rail grinding, very nice. We've got wall climbing. Okay, not sure why Sonic would ever need to climb the wall when he can run up it. The physics on that looked a little spicy. I don't think it's the wisest choice to do a gameplay trailer for a Sonic game and you go slowly. You, like, okay, yeah, the fact that Sonic can climb up this giant fucking structure is cool, but that's not really what I'm looking for in an open world Sonic game. I'm looking more. I want to see like how does the levels look like when I'm running through the open world. Is it just a flat fucking plane and a few lumps and curves and hills, or is there like substantial level design? That I need to look out for. Okay, here we go. What is okay? So okay, let me explain why I'm saying okay and why I'm not impressed. that is artificial level design. That is just okay. This is a little better. All right, yeah, that was a little bit better. Although the rails still make it like artificial. You're not the one doing the platforming there. You're just on a fucking rail. Like same here. Yeah, that looks good. I'm okay with this. But it's still just rail grinding. Like that is complete automation. Okay. Here no, run down the fucking river. Run down the river area. Don't go more rails. Look, I like rail grinding as much as the next guy in the Sonic series. Also, these animations could use a little bit more work in terms of their fluidity. Um, yeah, okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. All of the floating platforms, though, it makes this look really like artificial and cluttered. Like you designed the backdrop to be open world, but the levels that you actually play are completely separate from the open world because it's just floating fucking platforms in the air. Like what you have a backdrop to play already. You don't need the floating platforms. Or if they're going to be floating platforms, at least don't make them look like, digital. Well, I guess maybe that ties into the story because this is supposed to be some kind of like digital thing that Sonic is dealing with, right? But it looks ugly. Like make the platforms look like they're just floating islands or like floating pieces of real land. Oh, I wonder what that is. Yeah, kind of like this. Like this looks good. Just make all of the floating platforms look kind of like this. And even if you add a little bit of digital uh effects here and there to the platforms, that would look good. But just having them be like floating robotnik, level technology platforms, it looks weird. It looks off. Okay, you can run on the side of mountains and stuff. That looks cool. Okay, running through trees. Yeah, see this is what they should have led with. This looks good. This is what I'm interested in. It looks like there's a decent amount of like stuff to do as you're running around this little valley area. But again, like it feels like the platforming challenges are separate from the open world. The open world is literally just here to take you to the next platforming challenge. And they're not like intertwined with one another, is what I can see from this gameplay trailer. Also, again, this doesn't really look like a trailer to anything substantial. This looks more like a technical showing of the engine that they're using. That's what it looks more like. Again, it looks like someone's fan project that they made in Unreal. Not to say that it looks bad. I'm just saying that coming from Sega, the guys who fucking in Sonic Team, the guys who made the IP, who have the fucking budget, I'm kind of expecting a little more. Well, okay, that's not true. It looks like a big budget version of an Unreal trailer. Uh, but like there's no like storytelling or anything really in the world design. Everything looks kind of generic, I guess. I don't know. Maybe look, maybe I'm just grumpy, right? Maybe I'm grouchy or some shit like that. And that's what's affecting my ability to like enjoy the new Sonic trailer thing. I- Okay, I will say this. It doesn't look bad. I can say that at least with confidence, right? Like it doesn't look like it's going to be a bad time. Um it looks like Sonic can move decently fast. It looks like there's, you know, a good amount of stuff to do in the open world area, or at least in the areas that you're going to be plopped in. Um, the main issue I have with this is it looks unfinished. It looks, this doesn't look like this is coming out this year. This looks like, hey, we've been working on the engine this whole time and getting the engine ironed out and working properly. This is what the engine can do. These are the kinds of things you can expect from the game, right? Like, expect rail grinding to be in the game, wall running will be in the game, climbing will be in the game, running along slopes or hills seamlessly. Um, Puzzle solving will be in the game. Interacting with the environment will be in the game in terms of like using sonic speed to interact with the environment. Cool. Again, this game is supposed to come out this year, and we're in what? We're in June. June, right? It's June 1st. We only have like 6 months. You cannot, in my opinion, with Sonic Team's track record, they cannot make a fully fledged, fully functional, satisfying long game experience on the level of like Breath of the Wild, or I would say, well, yeah, Elden Ring would be the new expectation at this point in terms of open world. They can't make something like that in that time frame. And I think that this engine is maybe like showing the potential that they can do something great with it. But if this game comes out this year, I'm gonna call it now. If this game comes out this year, it's not gonna be very good. It's gonna be mediocre at best. It's gonna be Sonic Forces level. And like, I don't want that. I don't want that for the series. Please, for the love of God, delay this game. Delay it till, matter of fact, delay it probably till 2024. Delay it till after Breath of the Wild comes out, or just before Breath of the Wild comes out. Because when Breath of the Wild 2 comes out, that's going to set the bar for every other open world game, just like Breath of the Wild 1 did. And that game has been delayed like 6 times at this point because they're like, nah, bruh, we want to give you the perfect experience. We want to make sure this shit is fire when it comes out. Sega isn't like that. They're like, oh, fucking, we're riding the high of the movie, bro. Like, let's get this shit out immediately. Now. It needs to come out this year so people are, fucking associating it with the movie. Like, no, delay this. Again, I'm not saying that Sonic Team's work doesn't look, promising. This looks promising. There's there are things that still look like this is in like beta or alpha though, and that's the only thing that concerns me. This was not really something that you show us 6 months before the game is supposed to release, right? Because like this doesn't fill me with like excitement in because there's no context to anything. We still have no idea what the fucking story for this game is. We have no idea what the context for what's happening in the game is. And based on the level design, look, there's hardly any enemies on the fucking field. There's no like objectives that we can see on the field. It looks like a fucking playground. It looks like a sandbox or a dev stage, especially with how uncohesive you have floating fucking rails in the air and stuff like that. And I get that that's kind of been a thing for Sonic, but this is supposed to be an open world game. Having level design that feels at least somewhat natural is what I'm looking for because it's going to break my immersion otherwise. And I'm not getting that from this gameplay trailer. So again, it looks promising if they take their time, delay the game, and really do something special with this and pour their hearts and soul into it. If they can do that, I think we have something good here. But again, if this comes out this year, oh boy, it's another Sonic Forces. But hey, we don't have to worry too much because hey, at least we're getting the Sonic Origins collection. So I'll have some good Sonic games to play this year, regardless of if Frontiers is bad or not. And again, I don't think it's going to be bad. I just think at this point it's going to be like mediocre. So that's kind of my thoughts on the Frontiers gameplay trailer. Looks good. Thank you, IGN, for uploading this. Um, the link to their video will be in the description. You can check it out yourself. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.